Hey guys, how's it going? Duj2 here, and welcome back to another Q&A video where we give away VBucks, announce new giveaways, and answer a bunch of questions. Thank you much for watching, guys. Thank you much for being here. Thank you everyone who's a member of the channel. Thank you everyone who uses my creator code DUJ2 if you're buying something here in the llama shop or over in Battle Royale. I keep making that mistake. Over in Battle Royale in the item shop using VBucks. If you use VBucks anywhere and you use my creator code, it helps me out as well. If you buy a game over in the Epic Game Store, there's a sale going on right now. And in other games like Rocket League, if you buy something in Rocket League, use my creator code. It helps me out so very much. So let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. For those of you who are new here, we start these videos all the time with doing the giveaway. And the way we do this giveaway is you just have to leave a comment in these Q&A videos. So all you got to do, this Q&A video, or we're going to pull one from last Q&A video, you just leave a comment here. You can say hi, hey, whatever, potato, strawberry, watermelon, anything. You can say whatever you want in this video and we will pull the winner. And the way we do is we have here the previous video. We filter duplicate users. We get the YouTube comments. We have 67 entries this time and we hit the start button and we have a winner. It's hides a lot, says comment for VBucks. Well, it worked. So it's hides a lot. You have until the next Q&A video comes out to contact me, send me a DM, an email, come to a stream anywhere, Discord or I think I have an Instagram too, Twitter, something like that. Just find a way to get a hold of me. We will verify you and send you your gift card. And like I said, this is 1,000 VBucks that you've won, and we're going to start another 1,000 VBucks for next week. Again, if you guys would like to enter, the only thing you need to do is you just have to go ahead and leave a comment in this video. Now we're going to move into the Q&A portion of this video. And if you would like a question answered during these videos, all you have to do is leave a question in any video this week by starting here. You just start with question and then you ask your question. And like some person is putting here, oh, that there's a little mark on that. They say question not related to Fortnite. Are we allowed to recommend for you game to look into and maybe play on some stream videos? Yes, you're allowed to ask questions about any games during these. You can give recommendations as well. Normally, I don't really I don't usually play every single game that people recommend me. A lot of times you guys will notice that I will do videos and I will do streams on videos that are sponsored by different companies. And sometimes if I find a game that I really like, I'll reach out to a company. I'll say, hey, I really would like to make a video about your game. I'd like to try it out. You know, would you hook me up with a code or something to try it out? Maybe, you know, give some away. We just did that with the llama. Really cool game. They gave me 5 of their codes to give away. Really interesting game. It's like playing, it's not like playing 4D chess. It's like playing 5D chess with guns. And time travel. It's a looping time thing. It's a crazy. If you want to check it out, it's on my channel, llama. It's too much for me. It's too smart for me. I couldn't do it. But I know a lot of people would probably enjoy it. And when it is released again in the fall, we'll take a look at it again and see. I believe it's going to be released on a bunch of different platforms. But yes, you are more than welcome to recommend any games you'd like to see me play, and we'll see. A lot of them I've probably already played. You might want to check the channel because I do a lot of reviews and checking out first looks. I call them first looks on the channel, and it's got the little glasses and mustache on the first looks. But yeah, so there we go. And let's continue with the questions. We have a lot of really good questions this week, and actually we had a lot of questions. If you ask a question, you're not guaranteed to have your question answered. A lot of the times I'm just going to be looking for the best questions there, you know, or ones that I can answer. Some questions that are very special, I try and answer in a separate video because some questions need an entire video of their own just to be answered. Next question is by Thor as a llama. Question: what do you think of Ventures now since it's been out for a year? It would change something about Ventures. What if you could change something about Ventures? What would it be? And the final question is: do you think Epic can get the people that left the game back into playing? If so, how would they do it? First one, what do I think about questions now that's been out for a year? It's boring. I don't like it. It's repetitive. I don't like it. I actually have a video coming out of a synopsis that I'm working on of the entire full year adventures, every single season, different things that I think should be changed, what I didn't like, what I did like, etc., etc. So I have a full video coming out about that too. I've been working on that for a while. If you could change something of adventures, what would it be? I would definitely change the rewards, and I would make a battle pass. I would put a battle pass into it with V-Bucks, payable. And the final question is, do you think Epic can get the people left the game back into playing? If so, how would they do it? They'd have to radically change the game. Bring back the different versions, the deluxe versions, whatever, so people could pay for that, like pay an extra $5-10 and then unlock V-Bucks, like the daily V-Buck rewards. I think that would be the first part, because that would actually keep people playing every day, because it is very it's very incentivizing to play this game every single day when you have the reward of V-Bucks. You know, when you know you're going to be getting V-Bucks, it changes it. You want to play this game more. But I also believe that they would need to get people back that have left the game for lack of content. So the people who already had Founders versions, the only way to get them back is with new content, which is that's a tall order. Jonesy asks, question, how long are you planning to play Save the World? Will the series end? Everything has to end one day. It always does. I plan to play Save the World as long as it is fun. I plan to make content for Save the World as long as fun. That's two different things. So one day, it's potentially that making content for Save the World won't be fun for me anymore. So you guys are not going to see it on my YouTube channel anymore. And maybe you'll see it once in a while there. But I'll definitely, make content in other games that I enjoy and like. And one day, potentially, Save the World will not be fun for me to play. Or there may be something else that will be more fun to play. And when that happens, I'm going to stop playing it. I do that with every game. That's kind of how every game should be. You can't play. Well, I'm sure you could play one game forever for the rest of your life, but it's got to be an amazing game. Crispy asks, question, how do you deal with burnout? Personally, I often find myself unable to get back into a game again. Well, the reason it's called burnout is because it gets burnt. Everything gets burnt out. It's like if you no longer find a game fun and then you force yourself to continue playing it, you burn everything on there. And then even if you come back to it later, you just come back to a burnt out mess, So I've done that with some games. And then again, there's some games that are very fun to come back to, years later. I recently did that with Rocket League. I played a lot of Rocket League way long time ago. And then recently I started playing it again, and it was really fun. So yeah, you can definitely find games, refine games again and play them, especially games that have had a lot of changes or updates. Some of those games are those games are amazing. Those games definitely, you find yourself like, oh my, like what happened here? This game is totally different, totally new, and it's a lot of fun, to revisit those games. But like in all things in life, the best thing to do with dealing with burnout is to step back from it, step away from it, whether it's an activity or a game or anything else in life. If you feel burnt out from it, take a moment, step back, maybe even turn around and look in a different direction, follow something else, that will incentivize you and keep you interested, and bring you enjoyment. And then if you want to look back at that thing again, or that game or that activity, you can, but don't be surprised if you're still burnt out. If it doesn't spark joy. DaNoScopes Gaming says, question, why do I get the failed to lock profile pop-up things when I try to play ventures back to back? Is this a bug? Does it happen to everyone? Okay, so the failed to lock profile can be replicated in a lot of ways. My first question would be, are you playing solo or are you playing with others? Because if you're going into a group that you just went with, the reason why, whether it be friends or public, the reason why it's doing fail to lock profile is because one of the people, they may be on a slower connection or slower device, and they're not connected to the server again. The server thinks they're still collecting rewards, or they're still not back there. So that's why it fails to lock profile. If you're playing solo, same thing. Your computer the server doesn't think that you are, connected yet. What happens, I believe, in the system is that for a little while after you finish a mission, it tallies up your scores and everything. It gives you everything, and then it kind of like saves it to the server. During that saving time, you can't connect to the server again. So it'll fail to lock your profile. And that's why that happens. But yeah, you can replicate it in a lot of different ways. But it's always for the same reason. Anthony Enriquez asks, question, would you rather Epic make a Save the World 2 or start to develop the current Save the World? Either one, dude. I really wouldn't mind. If Epic were to really decide and say, hey, we're going to do the second campaign of Save the World. I don't know. Send and fight for the first campaign. The second one can be, save home base or run away from home base. Run to the hills. I don't know. Or let's, leave the planet. Whatever the new campaign would be, I think that'd be awesome. If Epic did say, hey, we're going to, bring a large development team together. We're going to work on this. We're going to seriously develop this in, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. We're going to have a new campaign and blah, 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 and all that. It would take a lot of communication with the community too, because the game is already so established that the community is very, very set in their ways. Unless Epic were to say, we don't care and we're just going to do whatever we want. I also would love to see a Save the World 2. I would love to see a Save the World 2 because, well, I'm going to answer in a second, I think. I'll say why. KyandiiPeroPero says, do you think that Epic should rework the grind loop for endgame players? Yes. Ventures for tiny upgrades, tickets for weapons is fun and all, but the main goal for me is a collection book. Tons of resources would be needed to further upgrade it, but there isn't a single 4x mission. It's pointless to play, in my opinion. Yes, I agree. That is something that we talked about a long time ago. The grind, the boring grind. It used to be a certain way because it was so boring to grind to get one weapon and then slowly grind to max it out. Now there's different grinds for people who have been playing nonstop and have everything. It's a different grind now. Ventures is the grind. This grind for evolution materials, it's a different kind of grind that could be very, very changed and improved if they did it right. But, yes, I think they should change it. Guy, question, besides Paleo Luna, who do you think the strongest ninja is? I'd have to say, oh man, I don't know, honestly. I mean, I have some ninjas that I enjoy. There's some pretty interesting ninjas. I mean, the dragon tail ninjas. Oh man, that's a good question. I mean, a ninja that I'm enjoying a lot right now. I mean, you guys can't really see right now. 1,206 days. Ninja that I personally enjoy a lot right now is going to be what's it called? Hero, Overtaker Hero. Let me see if I can show you guys real quick. Boop, there. Overtaker Hero right there with the kunai, the never-ending kunais. I like him. I like Overtaker Hero a lot. I think that as an ability hero, he might be the strongest one. I don't know. I mean, is he the strongest hero? Maybe he's the strongest hero in the ability sense, because you can just do the kunai over and over again. So maybe him. Yeah, but there's a lot of other heroes, and even there's some really, really good Dragon Tail heroes too. Dragon Slash heroes. But Paleo Luna is still the queen. She is the queen. I mean, there's no denying that. So yeah, I mean, gotta go with number one. Andrew asks, question, how would you feel if Epic did a monthly Q&A and implemented a single change every month depending on Q&A questions? I think that would be fantastic. The only problem is people tend to go trolly, and people would probably find a way to try and make them make changes just trolling. And then how do you separate the serious, questions and, calls to improvement over the troll ones? It always happens. PG Young asks, question, why do you put 2 dots before all your replies to comments? Oh, okay. So that's something that I've done forever. Even when I text or message people. The reason why I do that actually is because of, I'm not going to say what it was, but game and the message board that existed long ago. The way to like send a message in both was to do the 2 dots. It wasn't to do hit enter, because you always had a command prompt. You always had, you know, a text area. But to send a message like in public or to send a message to people, you did 2 dots. So it just stuck with me. So that's why I do it. Maybe someone out there knows what game and board I'm talking about. SwaggyHill asks, question: I am 6'4" with long legs, short torso. I have 2 questions. What is the max height adjustment for this table? Oh, this actually was a question on my GT Racing T02 table. I actually think I may have to start including what video these questions were on. So hopefully you're watching, Swaggy, and the max height I believe is actually measured. It's I believe it's 28 inches. So it's 28 inches height, the base height. The table has static legs, so the legs don't go up and down. You can adjust the feet to go to like gain like an inch and a half, or you can do what I've done in other tables. My current table, I actually just laid a couple of 2x4s, and I actually just kind of like sanded down. I routed a little bit of like where the legs could fit. I have a couple different tables. I have several tables actually. And the GT tables over, the T02 tables over there. And I mean, 28 inch height adjustment, I mean, like leg clearance, that's not bad. I mean, unless you have like, all you have to do is measure your feet, like when your feet are down, measure from the bottom of your feet up to your knees. If you have, I forget what that area is called. But if yours is more than 28 inches, yeah, it's not going to work. But if it isn't, you should be fine. And most gaming chairs have around that clearance too, like the arms. The arms won't fit under, but they will, you know, well, actually some of them will. Most of them will if you have the chair all the way down, but then it may not be comfortable. But anyway, 28 inches the clearance. Yeah, hopefully it works for you, and hopefully you're watching this video. Save the World Gamer asks, question: this game is currently dead and empty lobbies are slowly making unplayable. For some unknown reason, Epic encourages us not to play this game. Who cares if people farm hundreds of birthday llamas? At least there will be players playing the game. They've done the same with jail builds. The Save the World players who have Epic given us the impression that they don't want us to play this game anymore. As a Save the World player, why has Epic given us the impression? Okay, so first of all, the game is not dead. The game is still very alive because the server is up and you can play it. That's what I always say. Empty lobbies, I don't know about that. I actually usually play with friends on stream, or with, you know, viewers on stream. And anytime I've ever done a public match, I've always gotten people in my lobbies. So I personally have never had that experience. Then again, I very, very, very rarely do a public match. Then you're asking you're saying that Epic is encouraging us not to play, or I guess discouraging us from playing. And I know that this comment was done before we had the birthday llama, so we were kind of wondering if we would be able to farm multiple llamas. I think we should have been able to. There's no reason why we shouldn't have. I don't know what they're trying to save, apart from maybe trying to sell us, making us open X-ray llamas. I don't know. As a Save the World player, why has Epic given us the impression that they don't want us to play this game anymore? Yes, I have to agree with that it feels like that's the impression they've given us. And I have to answer, I'm sorry, but they don't care. They have probably done a cost analysis, and realized that putting money into Save the World is going to cost more than they would get back. And they already have a game. Save the World is already a completed game. Sorry, completed game. There is multiple areas, tons of quests, a rotating yearly ventures and season schedule, llamas, tickets, events, X-ray llamas, the whole system of the game, ventures, what's it called? Endurance, all that different aspects of the game, even though some are quite buggy still, they're there. The game is completed. So they probably feel like, why are we going to put money into a game that is already done? And that's just it. The game is done. The Save the World, the Stand and Fight campaign is completed. So the game as they see it is done. If people play the game and they finish the game, well, congratulations, you finished the game. There's no and the reason why I say all this is because it's very, very hard to sit here and watch Battle Royale with weekly updates, sometimes multiple updates in a week, and see what we don't get. So I think because of that, that's why it feels that they're giving us that impression that they don't want us to play, because it's not their priority. Save the World is not their flagship game. Battle Royale is. They're going to focus all their time, attention, and money into developing and creating content for Battle Royale. And Save the World, I mean, gets to benefit from the skins you can use. Every once in a while, they might do a little sprinkle of maybe something new. Maybe. But that's it. They're giving the impression they don't want us to play because they don't want us to they're not weekly updating or constantly or monthly or bi-monthly updating the game anymore. Save the World might get a tiny little sprinkle of updates every few months, but we're not getting the constant updates that Battle Royale is. So because of that, that's why that impression is given. And you know what? It could be that someone in Battle Royale or at Epic is like, you know what, we don't want to smurf those Save the World players. We don't want to play them. We don't want to do anything for them anymore. It could be that they're actually actively not wanting us to play. Maybe they do want the game to die completely, like no one play at all, like other games out there. Andrew has question 2, the sequel. If Epic were to collaborate with other game series with something for Save the World in mind, what game do you think would work the best? Anything, dude. Absolutely anything. Just like every single collaboration they've done with Battle Royale, they could take any of those characters and drop them into Save the World with a, they walk through a portal, or Kevin the Cube was doing something, or they got pulled into Save the World, and they could have a whole storyline with Ray and all the characters. But that is much more complicated than just dropping him into Battle Royale with putting him in the shop or putting him in the Battle Pass. In Save the World, it means writing a storyline, paying voice actors, recording their lines, coding that into the game, the whole story, creating, unique things like that. It's a lot more complicated than doing in Battle Royale. Battle Royale is much simpler and they get a lot more money than creating a whole story or something like that. I think it'd be awesome. It'd be wonderful if they did it, but that's just how it is. All right, so there we go. We're done with the questions. Thank you very much for asking, guys. Amazing questions again. I gotta say, the quality of questions has been just skyrocketing. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for asking these questions. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being awesome, guys. I really appreciate it. Again, if you want your question asked, just in any video this week, just start with question, ask your question. And if you want to enter to win the gift cards, the giveaway, just leave a comment down below in this video. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. As always, I am Duj2. If you guys enjoy this video, if you enjoy what I do on my channel, please do me a huge favor and have yourself a fantastic day. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and see you guys in the next one. See ya.